In today's video, we're going to talk about 3 telltale signs that lets you know that you have a weak or missing brand strategy. Before we begin, hi, my name's Lede, and I'm a marketing strategist here at Miles Technologies in our marketing division. So let's go ahead and get started. The first telltale sign that lets me know that you have a missing or weak brand strategy is incomplete messaging. Here at Miles Technologies, we follow a branding framework that ensures that your audience has all the information that they will need to know to feel confident making a purchasing decision with you. All too often, we see a lot of companies, they focus on their products, on their sales, on the benefits, on the features. And yes, those things are important and they do serve an important function in the branding process. However, unless your brand is a commodity and price is like the only thing that your target audience cares about, there's much more information that needs to be communicated. For example, who you are, what you do, who you serve, how you're different from the competition, your mission, your values, your vision, and so on and so on. These things can be communicated directly through the copy on your digital platforms, or they can also be communicated indirectly through your actions. Overall, your audience does not want to believe that you're selling a one-size-fits-all type of product or service. They want to know that you've created a product or service with their specific needs in mind. So you really need to show that that's what's happening and that you understand the minutia of who they are and what they're looking for to solve their problems. The way that we like to look at it is your brand is a series of puzzle pieces, and every engagement that your audience has with your brand gives them a piece of the puzzle of who you are. Over time, they should have enough puzzle pieces to be able to put it together and have a clear picture of who you are and what you mean to them. However, if your brand strategy is weak or incomplete, what they will be left with is a puzzle with lots of missing pieces and gaps. And instead of working with you, they will more likely be interested in working with a competitor where they can see the complete picture. So we absolutely don't want you to miss out on the opportunity to work with your dream clients. So this is something that's absolutely easy to fix with a good brand strategy and clarity. The second telltale sign that lets me know that you have a missing or weak brand strategy is the visuals. The visuals will give you away every time. Many small to mid-sized businesses, I believe, underestimate the value of visuals. And let me tell you why visuals are so important. They are the first thing that people are going to notice about your digital presence, and they have the ability to communicate a lot of information in just a glance. One mistake that I see a lot of business owners make is they select photography, typography, and colors that completely undermine the message and the brand tone that they're going after. A very obvious example of this is, let's say that your brand is all about helping your audience be the superhero of the day. You're going to show up no matter what. You're going to make sure that the job gets done no matter what. The worst thing that a brand can do who has this as their underlying narrative is to share visuals that contradict this message. Choosing colors that are soft, typography that's elegant and cursive, and picking styling elements that just completely contradict this narrative that you're going after. This absolutely creates dissonance in the minds of your target audience. Although this is an extreme example, however, I see this happen all the time. Small businesses make design choices that undermine and contradict who they say they are. To go along with this, I often see a lot of businesses have visuals that just don't even match. Like on the website, it's giving one type of vibe, but then when you go to see social media, it's giving a completely different kind of vibe. So once again, this inconsistency just makes it really hard for your audience to know who you are and what your brand story is and what it is that you're trying to convey. All right, the last telltale sign that lets me know that it is time for you to look at your brand strategy because it might be missing or might be weak is inconsistency. And I feel like that has been the theme of this entire video, but it is worthy of hitting one more time because it's just that important. If your company feels unpredictable or lacks cohesiveness or a consistent presentation, it can take away from the look and feel of professionalism. And consistency does not come on accident. Consistency comes from creating a documented strategy and ensuring that everyone who creates assets for your brand are on board with that documented strategy. Whether it's from the designs that you choose to put on your website, to the copy, to your email marketing, to your social media posts, they should all be aligned with your brand strategy. Going back to the puzzle piece analogy that we used earlier, having an inconsistent brand presentation would be like giving your target audience lots of different puzzle pieces, but they all come from different puzzles. Can you imagine how that feels when they try to put those puzzle pieces together to try to understand who you are and what you do? It's very confusing, and it's very hard to build trust when you are confusing to your target audience. So that's it. 3 telltale signs that lets me know that you have a weak or a missing brand strategy. One mindset that I find that people who work for small to mid-sized businesses struggle with is believing that it's only when I grow and it's only when we kind of reach the next level that I should start investing in branding services and strategic services. And I see that mindset as problematic because I believe that it's very difficult to grow if your audience doesn't understand who you are, if your audience is having a hard time trusting you and building that connection with you. The way that I like to see it is now is the time to look at your branding, because branding is what's going to take you to the next level.